All right, Shalom, Shalom. You're live. Brothers coming back to you with this truth. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kodash, Barakatah. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation and blessing to the Akim, pushing his word of truth sincerely throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, hey, I'm the brother Thamyard, your fellow servant. All right, here to feed the elect out the warm Ratazah. This is an edifying video. All right.
We're gonna get straight into it, going on to ToledoBlade.com as the article was published June 12, 2018, and it reads the headline: Toledo councilman suggests using microchips on criminals. Going a bit into the article, it says Toledo City Councilman Rob Ludman on Tuesday floated the idea of microchipping criminal offenders in place of electronic monitoring ankle bracelets to prevent the devices from being removed when committing additional crimes. And then they got the nerve to say this in quotation. They say this can't be inhumane because we do it to our pets.
Right.
As if there ain't different types of beasts, as the scriptures do say. You got 4 different types of flesh. The flesh of the fowls of the air, the sea. You got the beasts, that just roam earth, and then you got, man, so to speak. But nonetheless, they trying to justify wickedness, man. They want to put a chip within you, which they know is completely going off according to the Holy Bible, but they want to put it within you and try to justify it, man, saying because you do it to your pets, it can't be wrong, man. All right?
So yeah, and then it's like if I could say this, because like the apostle was saying when he was talking about, because he did a video on that, and he was talking about how they gonna put they want to put chips in basically people with misdemeanor crimes, like, you know what I'm saying, like misdemeanor crimes, like saying, like, so if they give you bond or whatever, and that's a cut to all them people who be saying that the microchip can't be made to track you. That's a cut right there, because that's what they want to do with it. When that's what the RFID microchip, the market of beats, that's what it's for. It's for the tracking. It's for cattle, because that's what you do. You brand your cattle, so people can know who you belong to, or if it roam off or somewhere, you can find it. That's just like a possession. A dog is a possession. Yeah, right. You want to put a chip in us, that means you want to possess us, though, right? Right.
And they do possess us. As the scripture
they do say that.
11:5. Possess us,
that's right,
man. So nonetheless, hey, man, they possess us because they got fucking social security numbers and birth certificates and whatnot. And, as soon as you come out the womb, man, which shows that we are in captivity. All right. And Israel got to come out of this madness and take heed to the prophets and receive not the chip, or you're going to be destroyed by fire, man. And that's what we're doing in this here video. The motive and the intent is to give Israel warning from Yahweh Shem Shah not to take this chip by any means necessary.
Yeah, you just made mention of some fire, right? God could be, because there's a lot of fires going on over there in California and all over there, burning shit up, and these Edomites can't put it out. Hey, but it's a scary. That's why Apostle say it's exciting times, man, because he know these prophecies they come into place. He know the Lord is going. He's making good on His word. He's starting to show it, man. So with these fire going, what the scriptures say, shall the fire be kindled? With Luke 12 chapter, if I ain't mistaken, it's burning up over here. The Most High can make it. These some of the signs that we know when the Most High gonna be coming back. Our Lord, Savior, how about Shema Shai, about Shema Kakadash. But Salaki,
let me see if
you have something.
Yeah, they basically trying to put chips within us, within people, so to speak, for non-violent or petty crimes.
Yeah, right. Misdemeanors, so they could track you.
That's right.
So if they left you off on a personal bond or a recognizance bond, if people know what that is, if they let you out on that, they want to know, make sure. Hey, but really, it's gonna start on the it's just wicked, man. It's going, man. The chip is here, and then you had to want the chick at camp, Salakia, the chick at camp talking about what she say. She said yeah, because we had the picture of the chip up. She like, is you gonna be here when that take place? Yeah, is it what you mean? Then she talk about she said, if you got God, what you not? You're not gonna be here doing the chipping, if you will. Chipping going on right now.
I was about to say that's an asinine statement. She bugged out for making a statement like that, but
you got a scripture,
yeah, I do. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and that's initially what Esau wanted to do. You know, if you ain't willing to conform to his way of living, you know, you should be put to death. All right, because there's a number of men, as the scriptures say, you know, the elect, pursuing the Romans 11:4, you know, who are not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal. You know, there's not going to bow down and take the chip or go along with the ways of this society and so on and so forth. So they're going to want to seek to slay them, to slay us, man.
It right, because their image is the New World Order. They philosophy, following after their doctrine, all right? And just like they did before, during the time of the Maccabees, when they said that, you know, they was killing all our women, the men that circumcised them and they hanged the babies and all that, you know?
Yep, they tried that New World Order with the trying to build the Tower of Babel, you know, try to make all one language, so to speak, man. But it didn't work because it wasn't of Yahweh Shem Shah. Just like Esau's kingdom or queendom, if you will, here is not going to prolong his days because it's not of the Most High will to do so.
Right.
All right. It says verse
16. Yeah, because that's what the New World Order is. It's a cashless society where nobody had no cash. Everybody just had microchips in them.
Yep. It's the fourth industrial revolution. You know, everything is digital. Okay. They want to like you said, no cash. They don't want to have they want to go 5G.
No ATMs.
Yeah, no ATM kiosks. You know, everything is digital. No more need of the, you could say, really human intervention, so to speak, man.
Yeah, right.
Transhumanism.
Yeah, because that's what they be doing with that artificial intelligence, man. All right. They trying to put the spirit of a human being in a robot. And that way Esau, he'll come and he'll say, like Big on that movie Notorious, he the greatest when he be able to accomplish that. Because this devil he had on the news, man, I believe it was a Fox 8 News the other day. They had a robot that could find where's Waldo faster than the human eye. You feel me? Because that's what they trying to get to, this technology. That's what they going. Right, the fourth industrial revolution. That's what they got to do with the chip.
Yep, transhumanism. They trying to,
transhumanism,
sex dolls and shit like that. You know, all this madness, man. But moving forward, it says Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So there's no discrimination, man. You know, whether you got money, whether you be a celebrity, whether you be poor and lowly and down and out, you know, your average Joe Smoke. It says to receive a mark, which this mark in the Greek is the word charagma, which is an implant or an incision, or an imprinted stamp.
Yeah, right. John didn't know it was called a micro RFID, a radio frequency identification chip. He didn't know that.
That's right.
That's why he called it a mark. He just seen everybody getting a mark in their hand or in their forehead.
And that's what it says. In their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right.
You know, and that's pretty much the time that we heading into where Esau, Edom, say, you know what, we can't track the dollar bill. We don't know how much money is floating out there, you know, and so on and so forth. But if we switch to a new currency, you know, a digital currency that's all on the chip, that we'll be able to keep up with any and everything and shut off some guys' chips if they don't pay taxes, or, you know, take from them if they're child support delinquency or whatever the fuck, man. All right, Esau, Edom is trying to promote this New World Order hegemony, and it's gonna fail, man. It's gonna fail horribly. And if you take this chip, you're gonna be destroyed by fire, man.
Right.
And that's the warning from Yahweh Shem Shah to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. Hell, they might try to offer you a chip for you to cop a plea, you know, just to get out of jail or some shit, man. And a lot of Jake gonna want to take it just to get that freedom, so to speak, man. You know, like the scriptures do say, man, you try to find your life on this side, man, you're gonna lose it. And that's what y'all undoubtedly don't know, that y'all gonna be doing, man. You can be putting forth your hands to death, man, by sitting there receiving that chip, thinking that you found your life for freedom, man. All right. So if you got the opportunity to stumble across this video, you need to take heed to it. I wanted to just finish up the last little bit of this article, and then we can switch it up a bit.
Yeah, right.
This is the next little excerpt, still on ToledoBlade.com. It says Councilman Nick Comives said after Tuesday's meeting, there is plenty of research that electronic monitoring is effective, and added he doesn't believe Mr. Lubman meant his comments to be harmful. As a concept, I am not particularly in favor of microchipping human beings. Mr. Comives said we might find it humane for dogs because they run off, but I think there are probably a lot of moral and ethical questions that will come to mind when thinking of microchipping humans. All right, and they what it goes on to say is that it's Mr. Lubman's suggestion came at Tuesday's agenda review meeting during a request from Toledo Municipal Court to enter into a $179,400 annual contract with Lucas County for electronic monitoring services. So nonetheless, they willing to push out roughly $200,000 for this chip to come to pass. That's similar to the 3 Square Market, where they pretty much provided the cost. They said it's all on us, it's on the company. There's about a $300 chip, and it was completely free for the employees, man.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to dress it up, make it seem nice that they could do this. Don't worry about it. If your child gets lost, we can find them immediately, and shit like that, man. But the reality of it is, man, that's you making a covenant with death, man. You put forth your hands to be an agreement with Esau, Edom, and made him your guy. You bow down to him, undoubtedly, man, with your actions. And for that reason, the Lord is going to destroy you. All right. So if you take that chip, your ass is grass.
And with that 3 Square Market thing, because this the year anniversary of that. This when they had let them do that. Well, when they paid for those employees to get chipped to use the vending machines.
That's right.
To use the copying machine to open doors.
There was another video on YouTube not too long ago that had a guy coming to an airport, and it was pretty much him being able to bypass all the other stuff, just walking straight in, and all he did was wave his hand and he got all his information. And like some people that's bugged out went on to say they would actually prefer convenience over their privacy being intervened, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Compromise, so to speak. They'd rather have convenience over privacy. So this how these sheeple, man, they gotta go because
Jake followers. Jake followers. So they go follow these other nations to do it. That's why they had it over there in China. Talk about that they gotta they want to get all their citizens to get a chip in their car, right? Over there in China already. Which these heathens, see, that's what the so-called white man, he know that he gonna have a hard time chipping the people in America, right? Why? Because a lot of people claim to be Christians, a lot of people believe in the Bible, and a lot of people watch the Israelites, because this where the word came from. Matter of fact, what's the
I got a quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead, Salaki.
This Revelation 14 and 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, because ultimately that's what Esau Edom want to do anyway. He want to chip everybody. He think because that's what the type of attitude that these Edomites got. All right, that they better than everybody. Hey, go Isaiah 47 chapter. Say he said a queen, none else beside him.
It says, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying,
and Babylon gonna fall how? Because the Most High gonna shoot missiles on this place. Excuse me, bro.
No, that's right.
The Most High gonna shoot missiles on this place, and they gonna have the RFID microchip in them. That's why you can get Joel 309 Del, because that's what it's gonna go to. That's why like I was saying, that's why the ICBM missile, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, they gonna be hitting with pinpoint accuracy. Because of those microchips, you can throw a microchip in the from a plane at 30,000 feet, drop that mug, and you can find it on the radar thing. So that's how precise it is. A little bitty microchip.
Yep.
Anywhere on the planet. You feel me?
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or
image, right? Yep. This philosophies. Hey, what's Esau's philosophy? To go against God. That's his philosophy. All right, to choose Satan, to worship demons, to deviate from the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. That's what Esau was made for, man. He was made to. Hey, that's the day vessels wrath fitted for destruction. Excuse me, brother. That's what these Edomites made for. Slacky.
Yeah, they the son of the wicked. They were made to be destroyed.
Still reading Slacky.
Yep, that's why the Lord said, he said, all things are created for me, even the wicked for the day of destruction. It goes on to say, Revelation chapter 14 and 9 again, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so if you take that chip, whether it'll be willingly or or not, man, if you receive that mark, you're gonna be destroyed by fire, as we just read.
And brimstone, right?
That's right.
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Scripture speak about that. Hey, and all them people who don't want to listen to the prophets of the Lord, start with the apostles and elders, and like the apostles and elders, GMS, what the Lord say. Yahweh, he said, dust off their feet, shake off, if they, in the book of Matthew, if I'm not mistaken, shake off the dust from them.
That's right.
And depart from that, it'll be more tolerable than Sodom and Gomorrah. And these folks, they don't want to hear the prophets. Going back to that. That's right. And that's why they gonna take the chip ultimately, because they ain't taking heed. They don't want to listen. They don't want to hearken. They don't want to acknowledge. These people, 2/3 Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, Natives, and Indians, that make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
I got some right quick. This is from RT News, published today, August 14th, 2018. U.S. orders $480 million hypersonic missile prototype.
Salon Kakan. Salaki, go ahead.
Suitable for great power competition. It says the U.S. Air Force paid $480 million for a second top spec hypersonic missile prototype. I wonder where they're getting this money from. Because America is broke and they're in debt to these other countries, yet they got all this money for wars, man.
Yeah, right.
It says the U.S. Air Force paid $480 million for a second top spec hypersonic missile prototype to gain ground in the era of great power competition.
Oh yeah, because Trump, he was at Fort Drum the other day. If you pay attention to the news, Fort Drum, New York, that's some military base up there. He was up there signing some law to legislations, man. That's why I say that, man. It was at Daniel 8:25, but that's what he was doing yesterday. He was signing that into law. Hey, because they made it, they called it the what's this dude's name, man? The John McCain legislation. It had to do with this nigga name, because they talk about he a war veteran and all this other stuff.
Yep. It says
through their policy. Yeah, Shalaki.
It says in the era of great power competition, following reports of Russia's successes in developing unrivaled high-speed weapons. It says the Air Force awarded a $480 million contract to Lockheed Martin, tasking the company with designing a second hypersonic missile prototype. All right, I'm gonna skip to the next excerpt because it's just going into the name of it, which that don't really matter.
This shit like a movie. It's like Tony Stark.
Air-launched rapid response weapon. It says the Pentagon Missile Defense Agency, Air Force, and Navy have all agreed to work on the development of top hypersonic technologies that would enable the U.S. to go toe-to-toe with potential adversaries, it said. So pretty much stating the obvious, the adversaries we already know as being China, Russia, so on and so forth, and they already unveiled hypersonic missiles, and U.S. being left out of the game. Which goes to show they're trying to play catch-up. All right, not to digress from the initial topic, but I must throw in there that even their F-35s, their jets, they said had over 1,000 different problems. From the fuselage, the fuel system not acting properly, the eject button not acting properly, and so on and so forth, man. So America, they is second, man. All right, they falling behind on the top scale, man, of being the so-called superpower, which ultimately is Yahweh Shah, which is the #1 superpower. But he giving them power on a low level, to be able to come with these intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. And Russia done prevailed. All right, those wise men of Edom, they prevailed over these westernized Edomites, man. They already had Satan tools and hypersonic missiles and so on and so forth, man. And now is the time that they coming to use them. So without further ado, right quick, this is Joel chapter 3, verse 9, and it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right, prepare war. And the Gentiles is speaking to both. All right, both aspects of the Gentiles, whether it be 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so that they're aware that's following after these heathens mentalities and their vain customs, and also these outsiders, these aliens, these strangers, these foreigners, all right, that's not of our people. It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So every country with nuclear capability is about to enter into this war to end all wars.
Yeah, right. Iran just came out with a new
That's right.
Supersonic missile or something. Talk about it, you know. You did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, they just came out with a new little supersonic missile or something. So something about to go down. They ain't just building these. This ain't like a fireworks show, man. They building these. The tension is building up between these nations. The scripture said, "Thou art greatly despised." People hate Edomites.
That's
man.
right.
But because people know who they are now. Why? Because we know who we are. So we telling them who they are, and they go listen to us. Because whatever we do, see, that's why we gotta be the trendsetters. The start with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. We gotta be the trendsetter, putting the law down. You know.
Right. This is the article you made mention of from RT News, published yesterday, August 13th, 2018. And just reading the headline, it says, non-negotiable. Iran unveils next gen homegrown ballistic missile. All right. So nonetheless, with this coming out today, yesterday, with the chip talk and so on and so forth, is showing you that these are the end time prophecies, as we titled the video. You know, and you got to take heed to the prophets in order to understand what you must do to be saved if it's your lot, man. All right. Not take the chip. Otherwise, this is going to be your destruction. Okay. Like it says here in verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
And that's what Iran doing with that article right there.
That homegrown missile that they
they probably put money in their agriculture. Because the only reason why America want Iran so bad because they got the biggest oil reserve on the planet next to Venezuela. That's why they want Iran so bad. If I ain't mistaken, Iran is just a small piece of land.
And it'll also play in the aspect of war.
It's oil rich.
The geographical location, if they could set up a base there, they'd be trying to get at Russia and China from that general standpoint as well, instead of trying to travel all the way from the Western Hemisphere all the way over there, man.
Yeah, it's rich in something. If I'm mistaken, it's rich in oil. Because that's why Esau want that land right there.
It says,
and then he said, Salakia, beat your plowshares and the pruning hooks. That's a small. He said, let the weak say I'm strong.
Yep.
That's what they saying. Those Iranians, man. And then they put in an article what you was reading, they put another sanction on them for that shit. And them niggas said they don't care. They still gonna make missiles and they still gonna build weapons to protect themselves.
Right. Because America think they're the police of the whole world.
Oh, Salakia, if I can say this, because the Iranians, they know about you Edomites, man. All right? Because they's the closest one. Iranians, them like Arabs and shit. Ishmael and Edom was always cool. Ishmael and Edom. You know, in Iran, they had the Iranian oil, the Anglo-Iranian oil company case. When the United Kingdom tried to sue Iran, that's been like 50 some years ago, man. And then a coup came in place, and then they got the leader over there out of there because he came up with a law that these Edomites couldn't just be getting their motherfucking oil no more. And they made a coup come up, and then they cut the nigga out of power. But they still didn't get the country though, because the next nigga came and he wasn't with it either. So these Iranians, they already know about you Edomites. They about to start. They try to be cool. The Most High had cool their spirit out. Ishmael is a wild man.
Yep. I got a quick article that was published 3-4 days ago, August 12th, 2018, and it reads: Iranian foreign minister, no meeting planned with U.S. at UN General Assembly. All right, like I said, this came out 3 days ago, and the reason being, like it said in the headline that I seen on RT News, it said simply because the U.S. is not honest. You know? That's the main reason why they don't even want to sit down where they had the round tables and every representative from each country come together. They say they have no plans with even speaking to the U.S. All right, so they're being despised, like you said.
Yep, and the Iranians, they said that they basically ain't gonna compromise their integrity because they said they ain't gonna sit down with Trump or no U.S. president. They said they don't matter because they already know y'all devils.
That's right.
The Americans, and everybody hate the Americans. That's what people don't understand. It don't matter what color you is. That's why when they get over here, they don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. Whoever is American, they gonna try to give it to them.
That's right, man. And this is a beautiful time, exciting time that we're living in because we're actually living to see the downfall of our enemy. You know, that was the 9 and the 10 things which the Lord counted to be joyful. You know, if I may grab right quick,
you was fans of that Joel?
Yeah, because like I said, you pretty much said it when you said, "Let the weak say I'm strong." That was the last portion of that verse 10.
It's more than that.
It says, verse 11. 11. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh."
Right, the angels. But that's what these heathen doing. They assembling themselves over there in the Middle East. It's a lot of countries that's already over there. France, UK, Europe, Russia, all them other countries. China, fucking North Korea, Koreans, you feel me? Everybody over there. You better believe it, because that's the hot zone. That's where everybody gonna be at. The spirit over there, that's where everybody drawn to, like flies to a moth to a flame. But they like flies. I can tell you, fucking
flies to feces.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 25:7. It says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue."
Right. The Most High said He said, "Sitteth in the heavens, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh." We were just reading over there. That song.
He shall have them in derision.
Yeah, right. He gonna have y'all in derision. Me and y'all gonna be confused. Ain't gonna know what to do.
Yeah. He got y'all in a trick bag because y'all don't think that y'all establishing a new world order. But in reality, everything that y'all doing is to your own demise. Y'all creating all these missiles and training and, you know, all this stuff that y'all doing is going to be to your own destruction. It says,
yeah, like derision, like when you go, you out in the desert and you get heat, your truck gets stuck, heat exhausted, wandering around. So like
it says that there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's the point, man. We, Lord willing, trying to endure to the end to see the fall of our enemy, Esau, Edom. You know, his kingdom is going down. You know, people being despised. You know, they dying faster than they're repopulating. There's all kind of articles on that. You know, they overdosing on oids. You know, the opioids and whatnot, man. So we seeing the curses being taken off of us, and the Lord is turning the captivity of Jacob and putting them on Esau, Edom. You know, our adversaries, our enemies, which persecute us, as the scriptures do say. And it even showing like this, the UN General Assembly, you know, how they don't even want to be sat down with.
Yeah, Pastor R said if he go in there, they'd be like, "Nigga, get your fucking ass out." If he said he'd go in there, he'd be like, yeah, "I'm a prophet. You hear the word of the Lord." He said that. He's like, get the fuck out of here. That's what Pastor R said.
Because they want to cast the words of Yahweh Shema Shop behind them.
Yeah, man. Death adders, like the scripture say. Hey, it was Joel, one more scripture on there. I think it's a little more on Joel 3 and 12. Salaki.
This is Joel 3 and 12. It says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat."
Yeah, that's where everybody at, in the Middle East. That's where the valley of Jehoshaphat at, man. In the Middle East over there. Saudi Arabia all over. And Esau got a lot of bases in Saudi Arabia. You know, they make them American soldiers feel comfortable over there, like a little America. Or something the apostle said.
Yep. That's because they got the embassy, man. You know, they the certain same foods. They got like trades that they do, so they try to, like you said, make them feel like they're at home. You know, eat the same shit, play the same games, and all that other madness. But nonetheless, it says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat or Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." In the valley of judgment, man. That's what's about to take place. You know. So, you got any closing scriptures?
That's it.
Well, with that, we hope it was edifying to a potential elect member or two, man. We let it give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash, Barakatam.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and much love and salutations to the Akim across the 4 corners of the earth that's pushing his word in sincerity and in truth, that's risking their lives and their freedom to do so. All right, to you, we say Shalom and Abba Baba.
Shalom.
Khan. Time Prophecies.